Use a taser.
Got the sweeps.
What I'm saying is that if you're the hero of Get Even,
Yes,
and,
the main character of Get Even,
and you're all about that action, and that and the sexing,
right,
and the singing of country songs,
singing country music, right?
Like, okay, fine, you got your machismo thing going on.
Sure.
But I feel like throwing in the Shakespeare or the attempted recitation of Shakespeare is like, oh, you're not just some dumb muscle-bound oaf.
Right.
Like you're a man's man.
Right. The idea there, including that, is that it shows him to be a Renaissance man.
Right.
He's not just muscles.
He's not just muscles.
Right.
Or a dick.
And a dick. Yes, exactly. Welcome, by the way, to hashtag Legislation.
Speaking of muscles and dick.
And dicks, yeah.
It's
Here's Crowley and the FGC Gazelle Ministry.
And then Capcom Pro Talk. Guess what? It's about to get blown up.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, this is so timely. This is the day after Mike Ross's final day.
Left Twitch.
And then Crowley turns off the FGC Gazelle Ministry.
Yep.
Spoilers, I guess. Like, well, it's happening right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of spoilers,
I
want to have a quick conversation with you about spoilers.
Did I spoil something?
No. No, just about the concept of spoilers.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because spoilers, as a thing, a concept now than I think it was previously. I think of course, in the late 70s and early 80s, when you had more serialized TV shows or book series as a bigger thing, or books.
Right.
I just mean that right now, if I say the word spoiler, you don't think I mean a car part. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean when I say spoiler.
Yes.
Spoilers don't bother me. How do you feel about spoilers? What is obviously this is going to change contextually. A story that you're more invested in, you're going to want to experience it for the first time, like fully and without. But I find that most times spoilers don't have an effect on my ability to enjoy a piece.
Yeah, so I think the way I would describe it is that if it's a piece of fiction, a narrative that relies upon a spoiler to be compelling, I kind of consider it to be an inferior class anyway. Because you know me, I love theming. I love strong theming.
Yes.
And spoilers isn't going to ruin the enjoyment of that for me.
No.
So, if it's Game of Thrones and anyone can die, and the only real compelling part of the story is finding out who lives and who dies, then, to some extent the spoiler will ruin it, but that also really speaks to the lack of value in the first place, rather than actually being like an injury to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
I might have gotten something out of this in the same sense that I would have gotten something out of drinking Mad Dog.
Right.
So I'm not, I respect people who are up on it because there are people who might be more into that sort of exposition than I am, so I tend to sort of generally observe it.
Nanomachines. Sorry, go ahead.
Nanomachines. Yeah, there's some nanomachine stuff going on here. You can just imagine them saying nanomachines over and over again.
The reason we're not talking about this scene, by the way, is not because this isn't interesting. I think some of this stuff that Carlene is talking about is interesting, and it reveals some motivation.
Yeah, Carlene talking about, Ramsus and Cain and really what these guys were all along is kind of interesting.
And the idea that a human can't become God because humanity is sort of the interface of God already, so he's already sort of like salty about that because that's what he wants to do.
Yeah,
is that he is upset with the fact that there is no God, which is an interesting thing for an Ubermensch to feel like.
Right.
And so he's just like, well, okay, I'll do it.
Put me in, coach.
I've read 3 books a day.
Yeah.
So the reason I bring this up is because today or recently, Pokemon Sun and Moon released its demo. And
I asked you about this,
the demo revealed that clever people were able to data mine the demo.
Of course they were.
And pretty much discover every single new Pokemon. Now, this
Faye's powerless.
Faye's powerless against spoilers. As I am.
Faye's powerless against cutscenes.
Yes, that we are so powerless against cutscenes. Holy shit.
So
there's the wise men.
They data mined the Pokemon.
They did them into the Pokemon, and I did a fairly decent job of avoiding it. I'd say like a solid like 4 hours. But my younger brother, who is also a big Pokemon fan, was texting me about it all day, and because of my work, I
heard sext. Please continue.
Yeah, he was texting me about it all day, and it was very erotic. But I was unable, because of my day job, to let him know, please stop. I don't want these spoiled.
Yeah.
So a great deal of them were spoiled, and at a certain point I was like, fuck it. This is not going to affect it doesn't affect my enjoyment of the game at all. Not really.
That's one of the reasons I was so surprised that people would even say Sun and the Moon spoilers, because just like knowing that there are Pokemon in the game, or that there are even X number of Pokemon in the game, for me, the way I play those games doesn't really matter, because in order really to spoil myself, I would have to learn what Pokemon appear in different areas of the map and at what times of day.
Right, and which ones I liked.
And I'm not going to look at that data.
No.
Because you have to really sit down and read it.
Right. Well, and that's...
So...
Okay, so Wise Man
is this like a dream, or is this real?
No, this is reality.
This is reality.
And Wise Man is doing... This is very shonen. This is not, it's not your technique, it's not your lack of strength. It is your ego. That is what failed you. What does Graf have? It's not, it's a clarity of purpose, is what he's saying, basically. This is some martial arts hoo-ha. But it's great. It's just that this whole game is just full of, and this is a constant thing with Takahashi stuff, a million different tropes at the same time.
Right, yeah.
Your feelings, that is strength. Wow. You have to hold that L.
Number one dad.
Seeing as you do not understand, that's fair.
Who's the worst? Who's the worst father?
This is. Okay. You have.
You know what I'm about to ask.
Well,
right?
Keep going, because I wasn't sure what you were going to.
Wise Man or Jing?
Jing.
Yeah, I think
Jing.
That's right. Yeah.
I just think that there's just Jing, when you cut to the chase, unless you're talking about the manga, because it's different in the manga.
Sure.
Just fucking left that baby somewhere. 100%. Wise Man, there were at least extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
A lot of extenuating circumstances.
Right. Xenogears is extenuating circumstances, the game.
Right, pretty much. But Jing, unless you count the manga, because in the manga, he wanted to raise Gon, but fucking Mito-san won custody of Gon in court. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, actually. It's different in that regard. But I think I prefer the... I'm sorry.
Do you have a restraining order on Jing?
I guess so.
Yeah, he doesn't have, visitation rights?
That would fucking explain a lot, actually. But anyway. What are you gonna do? Well, we're not gonna talk about Xenogears.
We're gonna watch this cross swing back and forth.
Yeah, right.
Since that's, I guess, what we do. Do you think that was the director was like, well, since we're cutting this game short and we gotta kind of, slap all these cutscenes together, we'll just have this cross swing back and forth in the background. Where did this come from?
I sort of enjoy it as an image. It's just that...
it's not an image. I'm just saying, how do you make the decision?
Right. Well, because I think what they're going for is the...
Oh, we began to search desperately.
Uh-oh.
In 2 weeks.
Alright.
If I could sing like Grizzly Bear, I would.
Merkava. This is not the first time, or rather, this is not the last time we will be visiting the Merkava in the Xeno series. Because the Merkava appears twice in Xenosaga as well.
Ooh.
Although they translate it differently.
Okay.
Merkaba rather than the.
Yeah.
So, Oh, it's the elements.
Oh, wow, they do appear again.
Oh, that's why I was confused. I was thinking that we had done something that I had watched in Cordelium Street. That's why I got lost.
I was about to say, that would also make sense.
Because I'm sitting here like, I definitely saw this. And it's like, oh, it's because I was watching Cordelium.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah, shout outs to Cordelium.
He plays that game.
He does.
He does play that game.
Oh yeah, they're the Ramsus squad, which is cool. It's nice that Ramsus has supporters.
As friends, yeah.
Oh well, too bad.
Do they know what's going on?
No.
Do they understand that, like...
Talone might, because she has a Positronic brain, but other than that...
Humanity is just being, like...
Oh, well, they don't care about that.
I mean, I guess so.
What?
But, like...
Why is Faye being an asshole about that? So I have a real question.
Are they gone now?
When will that be now?
Like, at some point, I imagine we just don't see these people.
Right.
Like how Rico's off screen to the right. Units that Oh.
Okay, game.
Well, that's another dungeon we can scratch off the list.
You can't tell us about random... Well, thank goodness you told us about random encounters you didn't play.
No, we can totally tell and not show. That's fine,
That's
right?
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
This is fine.
All fine. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, fuck you, game!
Of course it's gonna be there.
Well, really, I should say, fuck you, Krellian. Since you and your goddamn mana machines. Well, actually, okay. Fair enough. I understand why you put this here.
Art?
Yeah, well, also because it's in Nissan, where he hung out with goddamn Sophia.
Yep.
Okay, game.
No, this is
good. This is good.
This is some real
no. This
dank ass JRPG.
This is very
shit.
dank. I like this. Oh, good. Okay, I can.
So I haven't watched too much of it, but I had caught a few glimpses of Puri playing through Grandia. But the next game on his PS Explosion list is a game I also know nothing about, but I think is supposed to be the first strategy RPG that appears on PlayStation.
Oh yeah?
And that's Vandal Hearts.
Vandal Hearts. Okay,
do you know anything about Vandal Hearts?
I do, because that is another Working Designs game.
Oh, okay. That sounds very dank then.
Well, the reason I know about it is, of course, our mutual acquaintance.
Oh, yes.
Who is a good friend of, or a big fan, rather, of
Working Designs.
Of Working Designs and their work.
Their
so
designs.
we don't need this, but we do need this. Okay. And I think that's it for... Unless I don't think I mixed that up.
Was the Holy Pendant Fey equipment?
Yes, because
Fey person equipment.
Yes, because
it still works.
But right, it's exactly like the Ether Doubler. The Ether
Doubler.
Doubler does that also.
Okay.
Because this game makes a lot of sense.
This game makes all the sense.
Do me a favor, and while I'm menuing, could you double check and make sure, or if you just Google searched the Opiomorph fight, you'll find the post that I am stealing from for this strat.
Okay.
So I want to make sure I understood what the Holy Pendant does. It's just that the text says it does something different than the post I read.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if I should put that on Bart for Wild Smile, because Wild Smile will last longer supposedly. But I don't think that. I think I would rather have double id mode. Don't do that.
Was this it was like a post or was it like a...
Yeah, it was on a GameFAQs forum, so you know it's top-notch info.
Quality advice.
Yeah.
So this is Xenogears.
Opiomorph. Fight.
Oh, that should autocomplete.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Google Chrome. The second one down.
That sounds like a respiratory disease.
Yeah, emphysema venom. Fey. Holy Pendant, Response Circuit, and Magnetic Coat. Trader card. I don't know what that is. Don't think we have that. That's fine though.
It's okay. That's Paul Ryan has that.
Hey.
Have you seen that picture?
No, I have not.
Where the guy shows up to the Trump rally with the Paul Ryan as a traitor poster.
No, I have not seen that.
But it says traitor, T-R-A-D-E-R,
okay,
instead of
brilliant.
Traitor.
That's very good.
So
I like that quite a lot.
That's
I don't think we have that many, but at least we know in the future to get that. Whatever, dog. We don't know how this game works. I'm gonna put on these respiratory circuits on on Billy here to help him breathe.
Right? Yeah, if you're gonna fight emphysema, then you need your respiratory circuits.
Where the fuck is he?
I don't see why this is any surprise.
Oh god, this is what you guys come here for, right? This hot menuing that I'm doing badly. There it is.
I mean, menu is just a thing.
You just gotta menu sometimes. I don't have any magnetic codes, any more magnetic codes, so I gotta give them the respiratory circuit. I want to keep the fucking frame HP healing things on, just because you never know. Like,
Yeah, that seems like, the sort of life that we would be living. The less than graceful, but perhaps a nonetheless effective life.
Oh, and I fucked this up anyway, because I'm the best. Because actually,
I'm the best. Alright.
you want Billy to have
Nothing's ever gonna keep me down.
these E circuits, because they increase the damage that he does.
Because then we can do the fight with ease.
With ease, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly that. With
Alright.
ease. We got all this E, we gotta use it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually going to put one of the respiratory... I went past it. I didn't.
So, an interesting question here for localization decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that we have this here in this game, and then we also have the RES stat in Wild Arms.
Mm-hmm.
But I think coming from sort of the Western RPG tradition, I feel like stats like that would usually be called, something like dexterity,
Agility,
that sort of thing. And I guess my question for you is, why does it seem like the translators were converging towards this response idea, which isn't wrong, but kind of outside of the norms of Western RPGs?
This is flavor for the gears, specifically. Yeah, this is just response time instead of literal
response
speed.
Just the gear thing?
Right, yes.
It's not
I don't believe
stat
so.
that
I don't think so, but I can go check real
have.
quick.
Okay.
I don't think so, but I've been wrong before.
No, you're right, agility.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I thought this was a
No, that's fine. Well, then that just means that Wild Arms is fucked up.
Well, I mean,
Because Wild Arms, obviously...
Wild Arms is older, so...
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna make sure we don't have to do this hot menuing again. Alright, let's do this thing.
We've got a 33.33 repeating, of course, percent chance of survival.
Well, here's the thing, audience.
Leroy Jenkins.
We've got 2 boss fights ahead of us. One with Ramsus and one with Miang. And if we fail the Miang one, we will 100% have to do the Ramsus one over again.
That's a beat.
So...
Why would someone make something like that?
So, well, let's do our best. Let's hope for the best. That's all I can say. I having read through this, I think we can handle it. We've had spotty luck with the first time through some of these bosses, but we'll see what we can do.
I mean, I feel like the one we did the worst with was Shakan. I think every other one has really been...
It's true. Shakan was really
Shakan, we lost an entire session to.
Yeah, we did. Fuck yeah, we did. What are you fighting for? I have always a bone to pick with me.
Yeah.
That's fucking fair. It is all because of you. Look how fucking ready he is. And Diesel, he's just crushing that accordion all day long.
I bet he's shredded.
I've heard Kylo has like an 8-pack. My life was given to me in a nanoreactor.
He's so shredded that
he's got 2 torsos.
His abs turned into its own
a face.
Set of shoulders.
Yeah.
And a face.
He's got the I dig it. He's got the Beast Wars Megatron color scheme going on.
Oh yeah. No, that's a hot color scheme.
Yes. That's my impression of Beast Wars Megatron. Ew. Is that Ramsus in there?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Here we go.
Yeah, we actually do see this sprite. I think I had said previously when we were playing that we never actually see this sprite except in a picture. But we actually do see this sprite here doing actual sprite things in the third dimension.
I didn't realize that Faye's mother's name was Karen.
Yeah.
Spoilers, by the way, that's Faye's mom.
Number 1 mom.
Yeah.
Ramsus.
Yeah. It's kind of cool that they named
wait a second. It's a lie. Is it before they learn about Faye and that Karen is gonna bear this child? Is Ramsus actually meant to be the contact, or is he actually meant to be the anti-Cain?
He's meant to be the anti-Cain.
Right. So is that's a lie on Krellion's part to Cain? Is that a thing?
No, I think there was also the intention was to make a. I think when he suggested it, he was like, "We're going to make our own contact.
Why not get you a man that can do both?"
Right, and I'm going to use your DNA or whatever because that just gives us a better chance of having a contact. When really he's like, well, the best way to kill a person is to clone them with their own DNA. Because we all know that's the only way a person can die.
Karen is just like, flush it.
Okay, so Faye's been born. What? I guess it's just like a thing.
Yeah, it is aptitude test. My little Jimmy.
Faye. It's funny that Karen's hair hasn't changed color yet.
She does have a really enthusiastic expression.
It reminds me of Seiton's wife. Seiton's wife, Yue, also has a look like that.
Yeah,
but I understand that because she's married to Seiton.
Right. Yeah, so that's understandable.
Right. This thing is useless. Yes, totally useless.
I don't know. Maybe being Faye's mom also.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too good. Aw, bummer. Don't be mean to Ramsus.
I will never love you, Ramsus fetus.
Yeah, Ramsus goo. Okay, and here we are.
This whole time I've just been pumping my fists as I've been telling you this story.
Because of your existence, I was discarded. Well, it's because shitty people exist.
Yeah, you need to go a bit further back up the causal chain here.
Like, you're working with the person who said that shit. I mean, he doesn't know that, but... Also, gross. Miang fucked Ramsus. Weird. Why the fuck would you do that, Miang?
Well, wait,
Whatever.
is Ramsus actually descended from...
No, it's not that. I don't think that's the gross part. I just think the idea that someone would say those things about...
Are you saying that Miang is doing, like, the Donald Trump thing?
No, not even... Oh, gross. But no, not even.
Which would also be gross.
Right.
100%.
Right. It's just more I guess just as a concept, like, to regard Ramsus with such disdain, and then
as a disposable piece of flesh.
Right, exactly.
And then the bone.
And then to fuck him. Like, and the other thing is it's extra sad because, like, I don't even know... Because we know they've had sex, or at least they sleep together in their undies.
And Graf watches.
And Graf watches off screen, along with Rico and Blanca. But like she regards him with total disdain. I mean, obviously Miang is more of a program than a person, and I don't know if she feels anything towards anybody necessarily.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, Nita. It does have a top hand.
Yeah.